He cannot get there. Ladies and gentlemen, he won the USA 100, the biggest super win of his career in June for Ultimate. He was a runner-up last night in the World Challenge. And now, heat number 2 will go to Little Bear, Tyler Bear from Rockbridge, Bath, Virginia. He's your RockAuto.com Heat 2 winner unofficially. Second spot's going to go to Concord, Virginia's Justin Williams. Third's going to go to Kenny Peoples Jr. He quickly fixed his car for the problems he had last night. He's up to third. Matt Quaid from Avenue, Maryland, the Virginia Motor Speedway Victory Lap Fast Track Pro Late Model Track Champion of the Year, is in the World Championship in 47 and two-time winner. Rambo Dennis Franklin, the top 5. And how about Delmar Delaware's KB Racing entry of Kerry King? He'll take 6th. They got to go to the scales to make it official. 2350 with car and driver. It looks like it's official, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up to Tyler Bear. Another native that knows this track very well. How about it for Justin Williams, everyone? Driving Carter Miller's car. And there they are from Group A. Heats 1 and 2 are complete. Let's give them a round of applause for all those drivers. You'll see some in the show. Others will be in the B mains. We'll get ready for Group B. Heats 3 and 4 coming up in a moment as we continue the rundown for the 20,000 win winner of tonight's Quest of Pro Late Model Racing's richest weekend, the World Championship. So we'll get ready for Group A to make their way back to the pit area. Race fans, let me give you a quick announcement of what happened. The D52 out of Augusta, Georgia, that is Brad Basie. Brad was scheduled to race in heat race number 1. He tried to come out and tag the field in heat race number 2. DJ Irvine, the race director, during the driver's meeting specifically stated, if you are not lined up in your order, in your place, in your heat, B-main, whatever, you will be at the back of your next race. There's not going to be no tag the back of a next heat. So Brad Basie gets the short end of the stick, being the late arrival in heat number 1, missing his heat, trying to take heat 2, and DJ Irvine followed it to the rule book and said, no, you'll be in the back of a B-main later tonight. We'll get ready for Group B and Heats 3 and 4. Dave C., let's thank of our sponsors that make it happen. Thank you to James River Equipment Company. Thank you also to HoosierDriver.org and all the great folks that make it happen for the sponsors. Thank you to our FASTRAK sponsors, including RockAuto.com, Hoosier Racing Tire, VP Racing Fuels, so many other great contingents. We thank them all so much for being a part of sponsoring Pro Late Model Racing's richest weekend. And next year, it is $50,000 to win. $50,000 to win as Pro Late Model Racing's richest weekend becomes the biggest paying pro late model race on the universe for Chevrolet Performance Occupied Motors. $50,000. A $160,000 purse, guaranteed over $2,050 to start. It's going to be phenomenal. It's next year. It's in September. 3 big days, the 12th, 13th, and 14th of September. The World Championship. And last night was the World Challenge finale here at Virginia Motor Speedway. Benji Hicks, who's actually in this next heat race, he picked up the win in car number 21 for Blackjack Motorsports. And he will, of course, try to be here in heat number 3 in a moment. He struggled in qualifying. For those that are joining us on the audio cast and the video cast, he struggled in qualifying. But for that being said, for Benji Hicks, the final World Challenge winner here at Bill Sawyer's Virginia Motor Speedway, as that race next year will pay $10,000 to win, and we'll move on to another track venue. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are set for heat race number 3. Heat number 3 from Group B. 1 to go. Starting lineup quickly. On the pole, the car number 6 out of Gaffney, South Carolina, Super 6, Dylan Brown. To his outside, car number 17 out of Waynesboro, Virginia, it's Thug Nasty, Logan Robertson. Row 2 to the inside, Brandon Umberger and South Carolina's Trent Ivey. Row 3, Virginia's Corey Allman and North Carolina's Matthew Nance. West Virginia's Henry Ormsby III in the 39 and North Carolina's Diesel Benji Hicks in 21. Matt Glandon from Maryland, followed by another 72 or the 74, and that's going to be Kevin Scott Jr. Then it's Miller and Childress, and in the back, it's Cubbage and Basie. They're going to let Brad Basie tag the back of heat number 3. We are underway. Green flag. No, here we go. We're underway in heat number 3. Oh, look out. Contact. Corey Allman got into Kevin Scott Jr. Jr.'s car fished-tailed. He and I got into Hornsby, and they all keep going. Are you kidding me? And Dylan Brown goes up the racetrack to boot. What an opening lap. Action everywhere. Pick your poison, Jamaica. What in the world went on there? And they never spun, crashed, smashed. That's why they're best of the best in pro late model racing. Perfect maneuvering and negotiating for those drivers. Working down 2 of 15, heat number 2, back straightaway. Logan Robertson leading the way. Brandon Umberger in second spot. Matthew Nance is up to third. Fourth is going to be Trent Ivey, and fifth is Dylan Brown. He's trying to fight back and make something happen after he slipped on the opening lap. Working now lap number 3 of 15 this time by. Whoa, trouble in turn 2. He tagged him. Basie got into Matt Glandon. Glandon got punted up in the rear, and he got spun by and by. Caution is out in turn number 2, and the yellow is out. Don't think it was intentional. Brad Basie was just trying to make something quickly to get to the front. Got into the back end of the 0-1 of Matt Glandon, and they got spun. Caution's out for the first time in Heat 3. So the yellow flag back out. They're going to do the choose rule here in just a few moments. Drivers will start choosing inside and outside where they're going to go for the continuation of the race here in a moment. Wow, Corey Allman, damage on the right rear quarter panel of the Appomattox, Virginia native. And that came, race fans, that came from the initial start on the back straightaway. Props to Corey Allman and Henry Ormsby and Childress and so many others that could have got collected in a big bunch up on the backstretch on the start. And they all got able to keep forward momentum, not crash, not have any problems. And you see the only issue is for Corey Allman with the right sheet metal damage on the right rear of that car. The right rear fender shredded up and damaged on the number 7 car. Logan Robertson stops to have a consultation with one of our fast track officials. I believe that's Matt Hicks down there. Matt Hicks is our promoter of the Ultimate Battle of the Bluegrass Series. Speaking of Kentucky, Fast Track had a phenomenal race in the Bluegrass State last weekend. Shout out to Bill and Stacy Laponis from Richmond Raceway in Richmond, Kentucky for having us there for the damn Yankees 50. And Logan Robertson, a phenomenal show he put on. Tried his best to get around Zach Dome, but Zach Dome would take the $5,000 payday. And I also want to send a shout out to my buddy, Mr. Dwayne Keefe, the voice of the Southern All-Stars, filling in for me last weekend while I had announcing duties for NASCAR at Charlotte and for Darlington. We're ready to come back for the restart. They're back to the line, green in the air. Ready to roll off the turn number 2 to the back straightaway. Here comes Benji Hicks. Look at Diesel. He has found the power to move on the outside. He's closing in on Trent Ivy for 5th. He's there. Outside will work. He'll get around Ivy for 5th as they go to 1. Ivy's on the bubble. He's on the outside looking in. Those are your 6 cars. Into the dance as Matthew Nance gets sideways. He's trying to go into the World Championship. The Triple Crown champion. The Southeast points leader. And Trent Ivy and Benji Hicks slam fenders into 3. Wow! Great racing between Diesel and Little Head Knocker. Not giving an inch. He's got damage on the left rear spoiler of his car. It's broke on the spoiler with the top of the cage part as he's got its sheet metal dangling, flapping. He's broke a part of the piece on the driver's side of the rear spoiler car to the window as he's got some slamming and bamming from Ivy, and it caused it. You see it flapping in the breeze. It's like a fin and a fish flapping at you as they go into turn number 1 and 2. You really see it fly through the air whenever he gets all that downforce going in the corner. When he's on the straightaway, it's all, well, look out, turn 4. Brad Basie and Matt Glandon having a meeting of the minds again. And we're coming to halfway this time by. Halfway. Here comes Thug Nasty Logan Robertson looking to start 3rd in the World Championship tonight of 2018. He leads the way. Umberger is 2nd. Matthew Nance is 3rd. In 4th in car 4. Dylan Brown in the 6th is in 4th spot. Then it's going to be Benji Hicks followed by Trent Ivy. They're in the show with now 6 laps to go. Holding on to it, 15 laps to distance here in heat race number 3, presented by the fine folks at ArizonaSportShirts.com. Back to the back straightaway. They go into the corner. It's still going to be Logan Robertson. He'll lead the way. Umberger is 2nd. Nance is 3rd, followed by Dylan Brown. Benji Hicks, even though he's got damage on the back end of his car, on the driver's side from contact with Ivy, they're both in the transfer spots. Corey Allman is on the outside looking in. They will come to the line. Cody Cubbage up the racetrack in the 12 car. He about hit the wall. He keeps on going. We'll stay green and we're 4 to go. Back straightaway, turn 3, exiting 4. It is still going to be Logan Robertson moving by Cody Cubbage. Cubbage fishtails and gets loose as the lead car of Robertson was trying to get by, but he spins in turn 1 and 2. Something went wrong on Cody Cubbage's car, and he goes around between 1 and 2. He about lost it off of turn 2 the lap before. Then he about lost it off of turn 4 when Robertson was about to overtake him to put him a lap down. And then when Robertson cleared him in turn 1, Cubbage said, yep, 3 times the charm. I've had enough. That car was wicked loose. Problems all through the go. And then he spins it out. We go under caution. Yellow flag is out. Wow. Understanding that the Pittsburgher 100 at Imperial, Pennsylvania in Pittsburgh. I've had the chance to announce there before a time or two at Pittsburgh, PA's Motor Speedway. The Munster half mile has got postponed due to weather. I think they're going to try to run it tomorrow. And we got a lot of viewers checking us out from there. Hey, do us a favor. If you are watching on the video cast, share. If you care, you must share, as my good friend Mark Newton says. So we want you to share the broadcast, build up the numbers. We had about 60,000 views last night. I want to go past 100,000 plus for the World Championship tonight. So if you care, you must share. Race fans, if you're in the grandstands and you're here live, then you pull out your smartphones and you just do share, or you do a tweet and send it on your personal page and say, hey, for those that can't be here, since I'm here, you should be here, but we wish you were here. If not, you let your friends back at home watch it as well. So if you care, you must share. And understanding that the Pittsburgher will be tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Green flag going back in the air. We are set to resume heat number 3 with 3 to go. Heat number 3, Matthew Nance on the inside. Here comes Brandon Umberger on the outside lane. They'll battle for second. Nance will fishtail a moment on the bottom of the racetrack. He'll try to go for the slider. They'll exit off at turn 4. Can't reel him in. They come to the line. It's 2 to go. 2 to go in heat race number 3. Umberger up to second. Matthew Nance again to third.